Pinterest Uncovered. Now, before we dive too deep into this, I would like to talk a little bit about what Pinterest is. Pinterest is designed to be a digital bulletin board. You can pin things for yourself for later on. Now, the social media component is that people can follow you and look at things that you've pinned, and you can share things that you've pinned, and then other people can then pin those themselves or like the things that you've pinned. So it's really this sort of large group shared bulletin board that now has millions of users. While Pinterest is pretty new to the social media world, it is actually the fastest growing outlet in social media history at this point. It's really incredible just how quickly it's grown. Now, once you have an account, and getting an account is very simple, you can log in using your Facebook account, you can log in through Gmail, and once you're in, this is what it looks like. You can see I'm at Pinterest.com and I'm logged in as myself. This is a fairly new account, this one I'm using. And you can see that right now I'm seeing all the things pinned by people that I follow. So there's all these different pinned images that I can take a look at. Now, these are just by pinners that I follow, right? And there's some interesting things here. If I like one of these, if I like Paris, I can certainly repin that and put it on something myself, or I can just say, hey, you know what, I like that. Well, indeed, I do like Paris, so I'm just going to say that I like it. Over here on the right-hand side, I thought this was an interesting graphic. This is a very nice infographic talking about media consolidation. Well, I thought it was interesting anyway. So I might put a comment at the bottom of here. So I'm just going to put a comment saying, thanks for sharing. Great graphic. Similar to things like Facebook, you can comment on things and like things, but you're liking these individual elements that are coming from other web sources. You can also take photos and pin those yourselves. There's a Pinterest app that you can use that will allow you to pin straight from your phone, whether you're using a browser on your phone or the camera on your phone, so that's pretty nice. And you can also upload photos and pin those. So there's a lot we can do. So again, these are the most recent pins from people that I follow. And if you scroll down here, you can see a couple that I did because just coming in here and getting ready to do this video, I found things that I liked, which was kind of fun. Now, if I go to everything, there are pins on all these different topics. So let's say that I'm interested in geek things. And well, indeed, I am a bit of a geek, I have to confess. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And now I can see all these things that are related, all these pins related to geekdom. Look at these nerdy girl earrings. They're the little flowers from Super Mario Brothers. That's kind of fun. And you can sort of scroll down and see all these geeky things that people like, whether it's a geeky sweater or whether it's carving pumpkins that look like the Ninja Turtles and they're actually watermelons. So there's all kinds of things in here, and if you like them, you can repin them. So that's kind of fun. So that's one way of pinning things. The other way of pinning things is to go to a site that you like and to actually pin it that way. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you what a board looks like, because when you pin things, you generally pin them to a board. Now here's my little profile, and I had to put something witty in here, but I failed. Instead, I just wrote, I don't have anything Pinteresting to say. Okay, so here we are in, these are some of the boards that I have. I have a food board for foods that I like, a places to go board for places I want to go. I like photography, so I have a few photo things. It was really interesting. I thought I was going to put more photographs and things in here, but I ended up not. I ended up just putting, a review of a camera that I own and a site that talks about RAW versus JPEGs and a couple other things. And then here's my little geeky, I don't care, it's awesome list. And they are really impractical things that maybe no one else in the world would like, but I don't care, it's awesome. This one here is actually a Star Trek pizza cutter, so that's kind of a fun one. And then over here I just have movies I love, and it's just simply movie posters for movies I love, and I love them for different reasons. Some of them are great movies, and some of them are just good movies that I could watch over and over and over again. So I just sort of liked pinning those things. Now this is just my collection of boards. And I can go into the boards, right? And I can see what's in the board. And I already have it pinned, but I can repin it somewhere else. I can edit the pin or comment on my own pins. I think commenting on your own pins is sort of like commenting on your own status in Facebook. If someone else comments first, I'm happy to reply, but I don't think we need to comment on our own posts. But that's a whole other thing. So once you're ready to start pinning things, this is how you would do it. I'm going to first go ahead and open up another tab here. And let's say that I'm looking for images of Southeast Asia. Like I want to travel to Southeast Asia. So I'm going to just go, well, actually specifically I want to go to Thailand. So I'm just going to go in here and type in Thailand. And I'm going to type in Thailand vacation. Now, I could sort of go through these sites, and actually TripAdvisor is one that I like. So here's visiting Thailand. That's kind of nice. And I can sort of look at the other image. Oh, look, those are good images. Yeah, this makes me want to go to Thailand. And if I look down here, there's other information about it, information about resorts and spas, bed and breakfasts, etc., etc. So this is good. I like this. And I do actually want to go to Thailand. So what I'm going to do is just come up here and copy this link. I'm going to come back in here. And I can be in movies I love. It doesn't really matter where I am, but I like to start from the main Pinterest window. So I'm going to come back to Pinterest and click Add. Now I'm going to add a pin, and I'm just going to paste that link in here. And now choose Find Images. And what Pinterest does is it finds images from this website. And the first one is for car rental. I don't want that. The second one is a map of Thailand. Also not so interesting. The next one, no, still not so good. There we go. That's the image from Thailand. That's better. And it wants to go into my food board, but I don't want to put it there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the places to go board. And I'm just going to say Thailand. It just looks so beautiful. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to pin it. And that's going to send it into my board on places to go. And you can see that if I was to click on it, this is what it looks like. So it actually comes up as its own little page here. If someone was to click on my pin, that's what they would see. Other places that I have in here, like Prague, if I click on Prague, well, I'll jump in here and actually get to Prague. There we go. You can see that that's my Prague picture. And that was repinned by somebody else. That's how we can use Pinterest. I will warn you that using Pinterest is highly addictive. You can get in here and really start to muck about and do a lot of damage, meaning spend hours at it. It's great fun. And it also can be really, really handy. Now, if I go back to my boards here, my boards are all just sort of things about things I like. But if you're doing a project, it could be a work project, it could be a project at home. If you pin sites that are related to that project, it can be really, really helpful. You could create a board for all sites and images and thoughts around the specific project. If you're doing a remodeling at home, same thing. You can find images and colors and things that you like on web pages and then put them in that board for later use. It's fun. It's a nice collection of things. It's a way to organize your thoughts. And those thoughts could just be random thoughts like I have here, or they could be something much more tangible. Just think about if you're launching a new product or if you're launching a new service at your company and you wanted to go ahead and find other things that just in some way sparked your creativity in thinking about what that is. That's what Pinterest is really great for. It also happens to be great for just killing hours on the internet. But that's a little look into Pinterest Uncovered. I'm going to go ahead and spend some time pinning.